Hello and welcome. I'm Kevin J. N. Hughes, author of The Undamned, and I am here to tell you guys ghost stories. So today I want to tell another of my own ghost stories. It's the story of the haunted tire swing. So first I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory and just say that I've always loved the paranormal, and oh, in fact, I used to go to the library all the time and just read books. And my favorite kinds of books, even back then, were probably ghost stories. I loved them, but I would walk or ride my bike to the library, especially during summer break, and I would just computers weren't really a thing back then. I mean, they existed, but like most people didn't have them. Um, so I would go to the library and I would just read whatever books I could get my hands on, especially ghost stories, alien abduction stories, anything paranormal. I was digging it. I would read anything I could find, and I went and um, got these stories. Would read them, but one day I went to the library and I read the Amityville Horror, and my parents didn't know I had read it. Obviously, they wouldn't have been thrilled, but I read that and I spooked myself out really bad, and then I uh couldn't tell anybody that I was afraid because I was scared because I had read this book that was not age appropriate at all. Um, so all of that is to say, I've always loved reading ghost stories. And one day, I think it was summer break, but it might have been in the spring. It was like either late spring, early summer. I was sitting there reading ghost stories, uh, and by this point, this was much later than when I read Amityville Horror. I was probably closer to like 10 years old, maybe. And I was, and by this point, we did have a computer in our home. I didn't have my own computer. Obviously, I was only 10, but I did have a home computer for our family, and I was on it reading ghost stories. And I decided at some point that I wanted to go for a walk. And so that's where the story starts to get good, but it's also where we're going to pick up tomorrow.